Thank you, Mr. Chair, and also urging a no on this one. And since Rep. Co-Chair brought it up, I'll also call out Rep. Bergquist. I wish that this had come through our committee on Early Learning Human Services. We have such robust discussion about the support, or perhaps it could have gone through an education conversation because we're talking about education. But clearly it's here in a budget conversation, and I wonder if this is the right group to be having the first conversation and possibly really the last conversation before it goes to the floor on this issue that impacts so many Washington families. Mr. Chair, from birth to death, the disability community in Washington has to fight for the bare minimum of support. And today, like last year, we're once again considering balancing a budget by removing the supports of yet another part of that same group, a part that literally cannot speak for itself. Infants and toddlers fighting for their lives, trying to learn how to swallow and roll over and do the things that come natural for every other kid. Let's be clear-headed about this, Mr. Chair. Decoupling the funding rate for these toddlers and infants and then reducing that to one, the move looks marginally good on paper, but in its execution, it's devastating. This decoupling is not a technical adjustment. It's not a reversion to 2008. I mean, maybe technically it is, but in reality, a decoupling and pegging it at 2008 levels, who's going to advocate for an increase on that? Is it parents that are spending 70 hours a week on top of their 40-hour job taking care of their child, trying to figure out how to make things work? No, it's not them. They don't have a powerful lobby. They don't have folks coming down here. They're actively taking care of their kids in the NICU. This isn't a fix. It's not a solution. It's not about parity at this point. It's not about conformity. It's not about ensuring that money comes from one bucket over another. It's an easy take from a silent population. This effect, Mr. Chair, is a bomb dropped on our safety net for our children. With the amendment that we just adopted that set the rate at 1, we said that those we have a duty to care for and educate with complex medical concerns cost the same as every other child. The bill, as it sits now, enshrines a 17% cut to early intervention funding. The bill strips $16 million from the providers who teach babies how to swallow, how to move, how to live. In King County, this bill will risk almost $3 million from Kindering and $2.5 million from Boyer Children's Clinic. That's 416 children at just one provider who will lose services. In Pierce County, this bill is going to risk $1.5 million from the Birth to 3 Center. In Spokane, this bill risks $1 million from a child and family development clinic. These aren't efficiency savings. These are eviction notices for families in crisis. Will private insurance cover this? As a parent that's been through this, and that's a bureaucratic fantasy. I could show you a list of times I've been denied wheelchair improvements for my child over and over and over again. Parents don't have time to fight with insurance and birth at 3. It's worth the conversation about insurance coverage in this. Of course, that's not what this bill is about, but let's just say it's common to take months, if not years, to get other support in this area, this very critical area at a very critical time. For a medically fragile infant, a 3-month delay for an authorization, it's not an inconvenience, it's permanent silence. It might be the difference between them speaking and never speaking. This state funding was a bridge that allows therapy to start now. By cutting it, we're not saving money. We're forcing families to spend their baby's first months fighting claims adjusters instead of bonding with their kid, fighting to figure out how to get their kids taken care of instead of working hand in hand with school districts and education systems that will be helping them to bring their kid up for the next 21, 22, 23 years. My inbox is flooded about this issue. There's nothing efficient about exploding our future costs. We know the facts. 39%, that's the facts, of these children that engage in ESIT never need special education because of this investment. By cutting the multiplier to 1, we're saving pennies today. We're spending millions of dollars on severe K-12 interventions tomorrow. This isn't about fiscal responsibility, it's a short-term win. Just this week, I received testimony about a baby, Maisie, born weighing 1 pound, 1 ounce. Her mother, Stephanie, said it plainly, quote, "I do not know whether Maisie would be with us today if it were not for early support services." When we cut the multiplier to 1, we're telling Stephanie, and decouple it from the K-12 rate, we're telling Stephanie and Maisie that Maisie costs the state $0 more than a healthy child. We're telling her that feeding therapy that saved her daughter's life is optional. There's a principle in the disability community: nothing about us without us. But this bill was written without them. It was written without a lot of them, whether it's the birth to 3 that can't talk or the parents who are so turned around and upside down as they're trying to figure out how to manage this new world that they're going to live in the rest of their lives with their children. It wasn't written with them. It was written about them, and it's written to cut their services. Please vote no.